think we had a good start in the game. We controlled the game. We had a very good positioning. We scored. We deserved to score, and then we give the game away with easy little mistakes. And after these little mistakes, we also lose a little bit the structure. We were not confident enough in possession. We were not compact enough out of possession. I think it was like a bad event after another, and we can't stop it. And of course, they had one amazing player today who punished every individual mistake we did. So we should learn out of it, and I think we can't win when you do these easy mistakes, especially in the first half. And that's why we have to analyze it. We have to improve, and if it's necessary, we have to adapt some things.
You had a very good start to the season before today, unbeaten, but a lot of the analysis has been around the high line and teams punishing it. It felt again today that the high line was punished. Is that because of more than the high line? Is there other aspects to it, or is it a bit risky that you have your team on the halfway line for most of the match?
So on the one side, you always need a connection on the pitch, and I think we did a lot of changes today, and there was not the connection we needed to play like this. The second thing, it's not about the high line, it's about getting pressure on the ball, and in some situations we didn't manage to get the pressure on the ball, and that's why they had an open foot, and they can play easily behind our back four. And like I said, of course we have to analyze it, and if it's necessary, we have to adapt, and we have to learn quickly out of it.
I'll ask you as well, Cole Palmer is excellent today. You're used to playing a player who's that informed. Is he maybe the most dangerous player you've played against this season?
So far, yes.
What was so impressive about his performance? How do you stop a player like that?
Yeah, he scored 4 goals, so I think he punished, like I said, every individual mistake. He punished the first after an easy mistake, then the second with I think the penalty, the third with a free kick. So again, you can't stop in 1-against-1 situations. We have to defend them as a team, and in some moments we lose our structure, we lose our compactness, and then it's difficult to defend players like this.
Ed? Maybe he looks pretty upset by the incident at the start of the second half, a foul on the time, a penalty. Do you think that should have been given?
So I just experienced now in the last 2 games, like we get penalties against us for really easy touches, and also today I don't think if you really have to give this penalty because it's just an easy body touch. These things happens like several times in the midfield, and we concede again a penalty. And if you give this penalty, of course, I think you have to also give a penalty for us in the second half.
Andy?
Fabian, is this a new experience for you? Because today you conceded 4 goals in 20 minutes. That's as many as you'd conceded in the first 5 games. And also looking back, the teams have kind of been based on clean sheets and defensive solidity. Do you remember that happening to a team of yours before?
No. So it's a new experience, and I knew that there will be new experience, and not only positive experience. It was clear for me that this will happen. Bad experience, of course. It was not clear for me that I concede 4 goals in 20 minutes, but it happened now, and now it's about taking responsibility, trying to analyze it, being honest also to myself, if we have to adapt something or not, and then we should learn out of it.
How late or not was the defensive disruption with Van Heck and Belt? When did you know that they were?
One of them quite early, one of them quite late, so it was a mix.
Fabian, is the high line non-negotiable for you? Are there any games where you would play deeper?
So of course, some things are non-negotiable, some things are negotiable. I think I should discuss it before I go here out in the public and tell something about our style of play. I should discuss it with the players, how they feel, if they feel confident or not. but again, we try to improve the players. We try to help the players. We try to talk to the players. We need to give them advices. And again, if you want to play with this highline, you need a connection. And with this connection was missing today. And therefore, again, after the game, it's easy to say, why don't you defend in the low block? But also in the low block, we could lose this game. So it's always a balance, you know. I know now that the public will go on the high line. But again, the 4 goals we conceded was not one goal because of the high line. It was all because of individual mistakes, if you reanalyze it. And that's a thing where we also have to see.
What does it give you then? There's risks. What do you see the rewards are when you play in that way, potentially?
The compactness, a lot of ball wins higher on the pitch. This gives you the high line, and of course, if the high line doesn't work, it looks a little bit like today. And I never say that's taking risk, but it looks like a little bit like taking risk. But for me, again, it's no risk. And like I said, we have to analyze it. I didn't see all the actions afterwards. We will sit down, we have to talk, and if necessary, we have to adapt.
Do you take the positives from some of the attack and play the team produced? You could score more goals.
Yeah, I think in possession, we made a good game. So we created a lot of chances, and we could easily also score 5 or 4 goals.
Uda? Last one, sorry. Last one. Yeah, yeah.
There are some positives to take from today, including Fabian Hurzeler, who's obviously, I think he had a great performance today. How important is he going into the next month, which is quite tough one for Brighton?
I think important like every other player. So he's still very young. He plays now a lot of games. I think in the end he gets a little bit tired, but we need to help him. We need to improve him. I think we are a very young squad, especially today. We were really young on the pitch, and therefore we know that may mistakes happen, but again we shouldn't repeat the mistakes twice. And also Carlos is one of these young players where we try to help and try to give him the environment where he can improve.
Also, how are you going to attack this month? Obviously, you've got games against Liverpool twice. How are you gonna pick up the squad from rivals and academy? How are you gonna take the team forward into October?
Yeah, keep on improving like every day. Of course, today was a bad experience we did, but you should never give up. And we try to learn out of it. We try to improve our style of play. We try to help the individual players to improve, and we try to be honest to us. I think that's the most important. Don't try to, if something bad happens like today, don't try to see only the positive things, also to go in and discuss about the negative things. And there were too many negative things today where we have to talk about, and that's a learning process, especially with this young team. When you concede a goal 1-1 at Stamford Bridge, the crowd is getting loud. To stay then in the structure, to stay then compact, to take responsibility on the pitch, and I think we missed this today.